What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Awesome Show. Today we're looking at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Loot Crate Series 2 Box 4. So we still have not received Box 2 yet, but Box 4 just came in, which is pretty cool because this is the one where we get our bonus figure in here. So we have 2 figures in this box. So I hope it's really cool so we can start to open the box here. I'm sure that's going to be pretty similar to the ones we've had in the past. But we can go and slide the top open here. It looks like stuff stuck to the top. So it looks like up top we have what looks to be like some oven mitts or something, maybe designed like the pizza monster. So it looks got like that yellow xenomorph design. So it looks pretty cool. And of course there's a warning for it. So if you remember, the past Loot Crate had an issue with an oven mitt that didn't hold up to temperatures and they had to recall it and stuff. But it looks pretty cool. They're looking, like I said, pizza monsters, and you get 2 of them. So we have 2 that we can use, which is always nice. I always like 2 oven mitts and stuff. So look pretty cool with that pizza monster design. So this will be a fun item to use. And then it looks like we also maybe have a license plate. So a nice fun license plate thing for New York of Party Wagon. So we get the sign, of course, from the Turtles vehicle of the Party Wagon. So it looks pretty cool. Nice license plate in the yellow and green with the Statue of Liberty. And like I said, New York and then Party Wagon there. So that's pretty fun. You can put this on your car if you want. Then we have what I assume to be a shirt, but it may be like an apron or something. But it's got a pizza on it. It says home with a nice slice. So let's open this up. So it is a cooking apron. I figured that's what it was by the texture. But it says Ninja Pizza, home of the nice slice, and a pizza with 2 swords there in the background. So that's pretty fun. Another apron and like cooking piece. Don't really know that I really need anything like this, but it's always fun to have just a fun item. You know, if you ever need an apron, this is, you now have one, but it also being Ninja Turtle related is kind of fun. Then it looks like we have our pin for the box. So there we have a Triceraton head. So that looks pretty cool. It looks like one of the Triceratons we've had in the NECA figures. So that looks pretty cool. Nice, awesome head there of Triceratops in the orange. So pretty cool pin design there. So that is awesome. And then it looks like we have our 2 figures. So the figure that came with this box, I believe, is the Scrag here. So we have Scrag, which is cool. We get him in his pre-mutated form and when he gets turned into the bat. So that'll be cool. So we'll have to open this up and check it out. Just looks really cool. There's a nice picture on the side and there on the back as well. So that looks awesome. And then it also looks like we got our bonus figure of the Dark Turtle. So it's Donatello as like a Batman character, which looks pretty cool as well. So that looks awesome. It'll be fun to look at. We can see a picture of him there on the side and on the back as well. There's Dark Turtle. Pretty cool, fun figure there. So excited to check this out. So we'll have to get both of these open and of course heat them up because they're NECAs and stuff. So I'll have to get these open and heated up and we'll take a look at them. So let's start with Scrag, which looks pretty cool here in his human form. And of course he's a member of the gang with Bebop and Rocksteady. I think it's the Purple Dragon Gang or something like that. But he ends up getting mutated into a bat by Shredder. And overall I think he looks cool. So of course has that punk rockish design of the late 80s, early 90s. So there you can see his face with the weird like small sunglass design, some earrings, his hair all flared up like flocks of seagulls with some purple color up top and black underneath and a little bit of color hanging down there in the front. He's got the black leather trench coat or whatever with the high color all popped up, sleeves rolled up showing some white gloves there on his wrist, a purple t-shirt underneath and some blue jeans going all the way into black boots there. Has a logo on there. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but nice like insignia design. But overall looks pretty good like our normal humanoid NECA figure. So I think he looks pretty cool. So let's do his movements first. So his head can twist around and it feels like it doesn't really twist too well, especially up at the top, but it does twist around at the neck section. So you can with that get it to twist all the way around, but he can look down that far and up that far. So not the best move, especially like the neck, like I said, feels pretty stiff up in there. The shoulders can come up to 90 and rotate around, a little bit stiff and hard with especially all like the plastic material and stuff. But if you do work it, it does start twisting. Then we get the double like elbow joints that we get with the human characters. So they can bend all the way up, you know, pretty close to bending all the way up on themselves. And as usual, have the twist at the top one and at the lower one. And with this figure, we also do have a twist around on the forearm there because the arms come off to switch them out. So we have that twist and then also wrist twist around and flex back and forth. I'm sure there's ab crunches up in there, but with his shirt we don't see it, but he can crunch back and forth a little bit and twist around, looks like at least at the waist. Hips can come up close to 90 out to the side there. Little bit of a thigh twist, barely any at all, but the double knee joint that can bend up. I think the knees are pretty stiff on them, but can bend up that far to the back. And then we get the foot that flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. So it's not horrible, has limitations, you know, with the outfit design and everything. So it's not the best. And it comes with some accessories. So first, like weapon wise, we get like this sledgehammer, which it looks pretty cool. Of course, we've already tried putting his hand, it already scraped off some of the paint, so that's an issue, but have the nice sledgehammer we can put into his hand. So there's that sledgehammer, and then he also comes with a revolver, which seems kind of extreme, but we'll put the revolver in his other hand with the trigger finger. So there's Scrag with that gun as well, so that looks pretty cool. Makes him look much tougher at everything than being just a normal guy. So with those 2 heavy hitting weapons and stuff, looks pretty cool. And as I mentioned, he's part of Bebop and Rocksteady's gang, so we can have the pre-mutated versions of Bebop and Rocksteady in here from that pre-mutation pack. So we have those those now to go along with Scrag. So we have the 3 pre-mutated versions, but of course, as I mentioned, they all get mutated. So of course, Bebop and Rocksteady, as we've seen them, but then Scrag also gets mutated. So he turns into a bat. So we get this big bat head, so with the big bat ears, the eyes still has the glasses though, and the mouth with the 2 fangs sticking out. Of course, his hair color still sitting in there with the all like black color now, so that looks pretty cool. And then we also get some arms to switch out as well, so it just shows some of that black fur arms there, and then those same sort of glove designs, so we can switch these out on Scrag. So there he is mutated now and looks pretty cool. Of course, you can't really do much. Like his hands for him don't really have too much of a grip, so you just have to kind of do like he's gonna attack you. But I think it looks cool with the bat face, like we already showed, you know, looks kind of silly and everything, and fits with his color, and so it's kind of like short down on his head, so not much room for like a neck and stuff in there. But I think over that looks pretty cool. So now we have him mutated as well, so we get more of the gang members there mutated, and of course now he can fit perfectly with the mutated versions of Bebop and Rocksteady. So there we've got them with Scrag now there, which is pretty cool. So I think Scrag's pretty cool. I know my brother wants a second one so we can have the human version and the mutated version, but I know it'll be hard to get that and probably cost a lot of money. But I wish they would release these somehow so we could have another version of it. But overall, it looks pretty cool there for Scrag. And then we got our bonus figure of Dark Turtle, which is Donatello as a Batman-esque crime fighter. And in Season 7, Episode 1, Night of the Dark Turtle, Donatello believes that he can beat Shredder all by himself, and he finally gets the chance, but Shredder ends up slamming him into a machine that electrifies him. And when Donatello awakes from the coma, he has a deeper voice and is more aggressive, so he decides he needs fear-inducing look to become a crime fighter, and so he dresses pretty much just like Batman. So it's a Batman-based sort of character and looks pretty cool here. So it's awesome to have Donatello. I love the look of this, and it being Donatello, which is my favorite turtle with the purple and stuff, and fits in with Batman. This just is really cool, and I'm glad that we have this. I think it looks awesome. So it's Donatello as like a superhero, like I said, like Batman, but like I said, more darker and stuff, so kind of more, I wouldn't want to say evil, but he's not evil, just meaner and everything. But he looks good. So he's got the cowl on his face, so it has even like the little ear designs for like Batman, but the little cowl there in black, but you still see most of his turtle face with the like orangish red eyes there. And then he's got the cape on, so he's got the cape with the turtle head on it there, which is fun, and then the cape that comes back, and it has a wire in the bottom of it, so it's all like wiry and bendery. Black on the outside, purple underneath, so it fits perfect for Donatello there as well. Then the Batman-like outfit, so the all gray spandex suit, the black underwear, the black gauntlets and boots with purple on top of them, so up there and there as well. Belt around the waist with, instead of like bat bombs, he's got these little turtles designs that I think are supposed to be smoke bombs and stuff, and of course still his shell there in the back. So overall, it just looks really cool. Just a Batman version of a Ninja Turtle, and I really like it. So for movements, get the head that can twist all the way around. Of course, there's the 2 neck joints, and I think they're all sort of twisted up. So we have the joint up top, so it can rock back forth a little and twist, and then of course at the lower neck that allows better movements back and forth and can twist around, but a little bit stiff. Then his shoulders are pretty stiff, but they can come up pretty close to 90, or at least as much for a turtle, and can rotate around within there. We get a bicep twist, a little bit of a twist, the single elbow joint that can bend up to 90 there and has some rotation in it. We get the wrist that can twist around, and this one flexes back and forth, it looks like. We have an ab crunch in the middle. I don't know how much he'll crunch or anything, but you can see that line in there, but he can crunch, very little crunching. Yeah, I can't really get any sort of movements at all. Maybe a little bit of a twisting in there. Yeah, you can twist his waist around a little, but there we go. Now we get some crunching. You have to get past his shell and everything, so you can crunch back and forth and twist a little. Hips can come up maybe 45 degrees, not very far because of the underwear piece, so they're out to the side a little bit. Thigh twist up around in there. A double knee joint that can bend up that far to back. He's technically kicking his own shell. And then we get the foot that flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. So he doesn't have the best movements ever, but the turtles usually never do because of all their limitations. But I think he looks really cool, which is the most important thing. And for accessories, we get some additional hands. So he has 2 grip hands there. So we get a flat open hand and then a hand with a pointing sort of thing, or it's like Raphael's side hand. So we have those. And then we also get one of the turtle bombs that comes off his waist. So the little turtle there, that's a smoke bomb design. So pretty cool that comes with that. I don't know if it'll fit in any of his hands, or if you just have to like lay in this flat palm hand, or what the deal is, but it's cool that it comes with that, and awesome that it's Donatello as a Batman like character. And of course we can bring in that old Donatello figure there and see the comparison. So looks pretty cool overall. So like I said, I really love this Dark Turtle, just mostly because it's Donatello, and then with the Batman design thrown into it, looks really cool. So has the cape, like I said, with the wire that we'll have to mess around with. It's hard to get it to like just stand there and look good, but we can mess around with it and stuff and hopefully get it in a nice position. But I think he looks really cool, and you can be fun to mess around with this figure. Well, there's all the items for our NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Loot Crate Series 2 box 4 set, where we got some cool accessories. We got the Party Wagon license plate, we got the Triceraton pin, the Ninja Pizza apron, which is okay, I guess. Don't really care too much about that. Then we got the Pizza Monster oven mittens, which is pretty cool. I like that design on there. And then of course our 2 NECA figures of the Scrag and the Dark Turtle. So those are both really cool and definitely the coolest parts of this box for sure. But let me know what you thought of this box down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.